this morning on the way to the tennis court. Yep, I got court today. Not food court, not criminal court, tennis court. And I'm taking you along with me. Let's make this a Monday motivational video. Why not? Live and in person, raw and real. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already come across my content, listen. I go live when I can, vertical mode YouTube. Why? I get exposed to people that are jumping in and out of the shorts feed, and I connect with people who haven't already subscribed to the channel. So I'm expanding my area of influence with you. So if that resonates with you, if you want to be part of a crowd that's trying to do better every day in every way than we were yesterday, then you're in the right place. You're in the right place. Monday motivation, everybody. And I was listening this morning about boredom. Can you imagine that? Mother Nature puts that in our system, the way our brain works. We don't like boredom, right? But we get bored on occasion, and we hate waiting. We get in the airport, and it kills us. The flight's delayed. We do things to distract ourselves. We walk around. Let me walk over here. Let me play solitaire on my phone. In my case, I try to read books on my phone. I'm waiting for the plane to arrive. It's delayed again, and it kills us, this waiting. We don't like it. We don't like it. But Mother Nature built it in so that we would reflect on our life, what we're doing, the meaning of what our purpose is. And so Mother Nature does that on purpose for us. And so how do we learn to love it? That's what Arthur Brooks was getting to this morning on his video. But of course I had to leave before I could hear the answer. But it's like happiness. Mother Nature does not give a shit about us being happy. Mother Nature tries to keep us alive, tries to make sure that we stay alive and we pass on our genes to future generations. And that's all Mother Nature really cares about, keeping us alive, keeping us self-aware of danger, something that might kill us, and it doesn't care that we're happy. So we have to choose happiness. We have an inner need inside of us really to achieve, to grow. If we're not growing, we're dying. And so we got to choose happiness. Let's do that today. Monday motivation. Let's choose happiness. I'm also inspired by another book I haven't gotten yet. Now I might get the title wrong. Your opinion of me is none of my business. It's either that or what you think of me is none of my business. And that's a great title of a book. I remember in my brash years, right, when I was kind of in my late 20s, I was a little more brash, decisive, maybe a little more caustic. But yet that was attractive to some people. Not caring what other people thought, living my own decisive self, kind of bold, right? Fortune favors the bold. It's kind of a true statement. And then when I got into personal development, self-improvement, and you want to communicate better with people, then you start becoming more empathetic, more sympathetic to other people, and you want to connect with them in a deeper way, and that can cause you to all of a sudden be more sensitive to what other people are thinking of you. So, and then that is not so attractive when you're, I don't want to say lukewarm or weak-minded. And it's not weak-minded really to want to connect with more people on a deeper level. I mean, you really do need a part of you to be sympathetic, empathetic to what other people are feeling and their opinion of you, I guess, you start to give more weight to it. But I guess the paradox is that could get out of balance in the other direction. And that's kind of the challenge of life and choosing our emotions and how we feel. Listen, Monday motivation today. Thanks for checking in, everybody. Your opinion of me is none of my business. That's really a good mantra for this Monday Motivation Live, which I like going raw and real, because with everything that's artificial intelligence oriented, all of this AI generated content sometimes that we can't tell the difference. And I was talking yesterday about a guy I follow on YouTube. He's 80 years old, and he was playing this lady on her YouTube channel. A nice old lady saying, "Oh, hi, I'm 103. This is what I do to keep myself alive and living longevity-wise." And she's a fake person. She's a fake personality. You wouldn't know it. And so in this day and age of fake, authenticity is of great value. Being real to people is great value. In person is of great value. Meeting with people in person now is of great value. And so as you audit your inner circle and your close friends and people you're connecting with, you know, meeting in person is very important. So we need more of that. We can kind of start relying on social media as a connection, and in a way that does serve a purpose, right? We can keep up with relatives, friends, and family who are not in proximity to us. They live thousands of miles away, and yet we can stay connected and see what they're doing in their ball games and what the grandkids are doing. So in a way that helps us stay connected. But we really need a deeper connection, and we really need a mix of both. Monday Motivation today, everybody. If you haven't already, subscribed to the channel. Trying to grow the channel. It's been growing, and I appreciate you if you're stopping by here and you just happen to stumble across my content. It's always going to be positive. And that's going to be my intention. Personal growth, self-improvement. Come check it out. Leave a positive comment. And if you want, read the comments with other people. Sometimes there are slimers out there, slime ballers. And they'll throw slime on me. And that's okay. We learned to actually love their interaction because they actually help the channel. Slimers, people throwing hate, they actually interact with the channel, and YouTube says, oh, there must be something of value here. Let's talk about optimism this morning, right? Hey, choose to be optimistic. Sometimes we have to do that intentionally. And you know what? If you're an optimistic person, you're going to set yourself aside from the crowd. If you choose to be optimistic on a regular basis, consistently, you're going to find yourself at a different level. You're going to find yourself around a different crowd of people. You're going to be operating on a different frequency, a different vibration. And you're going to set yourself apart from the 95% who are mediocre. People get comfortable. People do not want to change. And so they get comfortable where they are. And our nature says, hey, stay where you're at. You're doing well. You're not in danger. Don't be stepping out of this comfort zone. So we have to do that intentionally. And that's the message today, everybody. All right, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I am currently on the way to play tennis. Yeah, I've come to love tennis. Tennis is one of those activities for me. It gets me into a flow state. There's a book out there called Flow. That, in other words, you get yourself involved in an activity. Next thing you know, 3 hours went by. You're so engaged mentally and physically, you're not aware of time, right? When all of a sudden we're in a bored state, we're forced to wait. You know, at an airport, doctor's office, when we're forced to wait, time seems to slow to a standstill. It doesn't. It just seems that way in our head. But when we're in a flow state, we're engaged in an activity that we love doing and we're totally focused on. It seems like 3 hours went by in a few minutes. Time didn't change. It stayed the same. But our perception of it, our feeling of it, that changed. And so we get addicted to being involved in activities where we're in a flow state. And for different people, that becomes a different activity. All right, I'm going over the causeway. I'm heading over to the barrier island of the Space Coast. It's a beautiful area here on the east coast of Florida, 20 miles south of Cape Canaveral, where all love to go, or at least most of them. I know some go off in Texas, but I'll tell you, 3 or 4 times a week, it seems, SpaceX is launching a new rocket full of satellites, and it's something great to see. All right, everybody, great to connect with you on the channel. Hey, I'm glad you're here. And hey, Monday motivation. Today, let's be optimistic. And we're going to have to choose to be optimistic. And you know what? Spread that joy to other people. If you do it with intention, you're going to find that it's going to come back to you. Our attitude towards life determines life's attitude toward us. Get yourself a frequency. You're not going to be disappointed. Just try it. Try it for the day. Somebody's ability to change your emotions or have an effect on how you feel, they can't do that without your permission. They can't affect how you feel and your emotions unless you give that power to them. I'm not going to give that power to anybody today. As a matter of fact, I have an intention. When I get into that tennis club today, no one can out-positive me today. Nobody. No. I'm going to be the champion of a positive attitude. Attitude is going to be the difference today in everything I do, and it can be the same for you. All right, everybody. I hope you have found this to have some value. If you did, subscribe. Pay attention to the next videos that come out. You know I love you. I'll see you in the next video.